वेलकम टू बी लर्न में आपका स्वागत है। सब्जेक्ट अकाउंटेंसी सेकंड और फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग सेकंड, सेशन नंबर 12 एंड टॉपिक ऑफ दिस सेशन रिकॉर्ड ऑफ शेयर्स कैपिटल ट्रांजैक्शंस। And now topic to be covered in this session: introduction, then procedures and accounting entries for issue of shares, issue of shares for considerations other than cash, issue of shares for cash, over subscriptions of shares, call and arrear, then call in advance, then forfeitures of shares, then reissue of forfeited shares, and then last one is issued and redemption of preference shares. Now introduction. Every business concern requires sufficient financial resources for the successful operation of its business activities. A sole trader introduces capital out of his own pockets. Similarly, the partners of a firm bring their shares of capital into the firm. But in the case of corporate body, the capital is raised through the issue of shares. A private limited company cannot issue shares. The public, like as public company, but a public limited company collect funds by issuing shares to the public. For this purpose, every public limited company after incorporation issues prospectus inviting the public to subscribe to its shares. And our procedures and accounting entries for issue of shares. As we know that a company mostly issues two types of shares, like equity shares and preference shares. In each case, the company can either collect full amount of issue price of the shares along with the application itself, or collect it in easy installment over a period of time. In practice, the companies usually collect the amount in installment as it ensures better response from the investors. The first installment is collected along with the application and in thus known as application money. Procedure and accounting entries for issue of shares. Second, procedure for issue of shares, issue of prospectus. First of all, the company issues a prospectus which provides complete information about the company to the prospective investors. Next point, receipt of application. The company makes its application form available to the public through its brokers or merchant bankers. Then, after receiving the application money, then the company is allotment of the shares. After the closure of the subscription list, the shares have to be allotted within 120 days of issue of prospectus, provided minimum subscription has been received. Basics accounting entry for issue of shares. The procedure for recording for the issue of both equity and preference shares is the same. However, the words equity share or preference shares is prefixed to the installment in order to differentiate between the two different classes. The amount of money paid with various installment represents the contributions to the shares capital and should ultimately be credited to share capital account. However, for the sake of convenience, individual accounts are opened for each installment. Issue of shares for consideration other than cash. A company can issue its shares for cash or for consideration other than cash, such as against purchase of land and buildings, plant and machinery, furniture, etc. The purchase of an assets against the issue of shares comprises two distinct transactions: the purchase of an assets credit and the issue of shares. Hence, two separate entries can be made as follows: assets account debit to vendor account for purchase of assets from the vendors. Then second entry is made by the companies, like vendors account debit to share capital account. और नरेशन में हम लिखेंगे allotment of equity share or preference shares of rupees, this one each fully paid to vendors. Sometimes a company rewards its promoters for their services by issuing shares to them without any payment. Such an issue of shares also comes under the issue of shares for consideration other than cash. ये दूसरी कैटेगरी के शेयर्स होते हैं जिनमें आप कैश कलेक्ट नहीं करते, लेकिन फिर भी आप एप्रिसिएशन के लिए किसी भी सर्विस के रिगार्डिंग शेयर्स आप प्रोवाइड कर देते हैं, तो उसकी एंट्री भी इसी तरह से होती है. द फुल अमाउंट ऑफ शेयर्स इशूड टू द प्रोमोटर्स फॉर देयर सर्विसेज इज रिगार्डेड एज द कॉस्ट ऑफ गुडविल and the entry shall be just the same as the purchase of any other assets. Now, issue of shares for cash. The issue for shares for cash can be at par or at a premium or at a discount as per section 78 or 79. Let us now discuss these three situations in details. Number one, issue of shares for cash at par. When the shares are issued for cash at par, the applications will be required to pay the face value of the shares in one lump sum or in installment. देखिए जहाँ पर par वर्ड हम यूज करते हैं, दैट मीन्स जितने रुपए का शेयर है उतने ही में हमें इश्यू करना है. सपोज 10 रुपये का शेयर है तो आपको 10 रुपये में ही इश्यू करना है. और प्रीमियम का मतलब क्या होता है कि 10 रुपये की कॉस्ट का शेयर है, आप उसको 11 में या 12 में इश्यू करते हैं, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड प्रीमियम. एंड डिस्काउंट ऑन द अदर हैंड कि 10 रुपये के शेयर को आप लेस देन 10 रुपीज में इश्यू करते हैं, तो सच काइंड ऑफ शेयर इज कॉल्ड इश्यूड एट डिस्काउंट. नाउ issue of shares for cash at premium. When a company offers to issue shares for more than the face value of shares, the excess amount is known as premium or share premium. Issue of share for cash. According to the section 78 of Companies Act, the amount of shares premium received can be utilized for the following purpose. जो अमाउंट आपको प्रीमियम का मिलता है उसको कहां पर हम यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं, ये जो है सेक्शन 78 ऑफ कंपनी एक्ट 1956 ने इस तरह से बताया कि इशूइंग फुली पेड बोनस शेयर टू द मेंबर्स, क्या आप जो है अपने एग्जिस्टिंग मेंबर्स को फुली पेड बोनस शेयर इशू कर सकते हैं. सेकेंड इज राइटिंग ऑफ द प्रिलिमिनरी एक्सपेंस ऑफ द कंपनी. और जो कंपनी के प्रिलिमिनरी एक्सपेंस होते हैं, और प्रिलिमिनरी एक्सपेंस कौन से होते हैं, दे आर स्पेंट बिफोर द इनकॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ द कंपनी. जब तक कंपनी का इनकॉर्पोरेशन नहीं होता, उस कंपनी की फॉर्मेलिटीज को पूरा करने के लिए जो खर्चे होते हैं उनको हम प्रिलिमिनरी एक्सपेंस कहते हैं. और जो प्रीमियम से अमाउंट आता है आप उनको राइट ऑफ कर सकते हैं एज पर सेक्शन 78. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज राइटिंग ऑफ द एक्सपेंस ऑफ और द कमीशन पेयर और डिस्काउंट अलाउड ऑन एनी इश्यूज ऑफ शेयर्स or debentures of the company, or providing for the premium payable on the redemption of any redeemable preference shares or any debenture of the company. Now issue of share for cash. Issue of shares for cash at discount. When a company issues shares at a price less than the face value of the shares, it is known as issue of shares at discount. Shares are ordinarily not issued at a discount by companies because the discount allowed is a loss to the company which no company would like to incur in normal circumstances. A company can issue shares at a discount subject to the condition laid down in section 79 of Company Act 1956 of the Companies Act. The condition laid down in section 79 of the Companies Act are as follows. कौन कौन सी कंडीशंस जो है सेक्शन 79 के अंदर होती है. द इश्यू ऑफ शेयर्स एट ए डिस्काउंट इज ऑथराइज्ड बाय ए रेजोल्यूशन पास्ड बाय द कंपनी इन जनरल मीटिंग एंड द सैंक्शंस बाय द कंपनी लॉ बोर्ड. द रेजोल्यूशन स्पेसिफाइज द मैक्सिमम रेट ऑफ डिस्काउंट एट विच द शेयर्स आर टू बी इश्यूड, देन नॉट लेस देन 1 year हैज एट द डेट ऑफ इश्यू elapsed since the date on which the company was entitled to commence business. Then the shares are of a class which has already been issued. And now oversubscriptions of the shares. When the number of shares applied for is more than the number of shares the company has offered to the public, it is known as oversubscription. Even in the case of oversubscription, the company cannot issue and allot more than the number of shares it had offered to the public for subscription. But in the recent years, there has been a trend amongst the companies entering the capital market to clearly mention their intention to retain a certain percentage of the number of shares offered out of oversubscription, in which case the number of shares to be issued by the company will be the number of offered plus the retention percentage. Oversubscriptions of the shares, full amount allotment. As already mentioned, whenever there is oversubscriptions, one of the alternatives available to the directors is to allot full shares to a few applicants and reject the remaining application. In this case, the application money for the rejected application will be returned, and the journal entry for this case is share application account debit to bank account. Hence, there will be no application money left for adjustment against the allotment money due. Now, pro rata allotment for oversubscription. When a company allots shares ratably to all the applicants, it is known as pro rata allotment. जब आपके पास रिक्वायरमेंट से ज़्यादा शेयर आ जाते हैं और आप किसी भी शेयर होल्डर को, किसी भी इन्वेस्टर को निराश नहीं करना चाहते, तो उस केस में आप जो है प्रोपोर्शनेटली शेयर्स अलॉटमेंट करते हैं. ऐसे अलॉटमेंट को हम प्रो राटा अलॉटमेंट कहते हैं. अल्टरनेटिवली इट कैन रिजेक्ट सर्टेन एप्लीकेशंस एंड रिफंड द एप्लीकेशन मनी, allot full share to some applicants and make pro rata allotment to others. तो इतनी कैटेगरी में हम इसको कर सकते हैं. All these will be done by draw of lots and not arbitrarily. Now the main problem is what to do with the excess amount received on application. In case of pro rata allotment, it would be quite foolish to refund the excess money first and then ask the allottees to pay the allotment money. And now, call in arrears. When any allottees fails to pay the amount due on allotment or any of the calls in respect of shares allotment or allotted to him, such amount is known as call in arrear. जब कॉल ड्यू हो जाता है और कोई भी मेंबर्स जो है उस अमाउंट को टाइमली पे नहीं करता, तो वो अमाउंट आपका कॉल इन एरियर कहलाता है. When full amount is not received, the share allotment and calls accounts will show some balance representing the unpaid amount on allotment and calls. The unpaid amount on allotment and calls may be kept in their respective accounts as balance not received or may be transferred to a new account opened for the purpose known as call in arrear accounts. And now, call in advance. When a company accepts money paid by some allottee in respect of calls not yet due, such amount is known as call in advance. कि कोई भी मेंबर जो है अभी तक कॉल ड्यू नहीं हुआ लेकिन उसने पहले से पेमेंट कर दिया है, तो ऐसे अलॉटमेंट को या ऐसे अमाउंट रिसीट को हम कॉल इन एडवांस कहते हैं. इट मे ऑल्सो हैपन इन केस ऑफ पार्शियल अलॉटमेंट ऑफ शेयर्स when the full amount of application money paid by an applicant is not adjusted to allotment, and if the company decides to retain such excess amount, it is called call in advance. It is a liability of the company and should be transferred to call in advance account. It will be adjusted when the respective call is made, but till then it will be shown as liability in the balance sheet. Now, forfeitures of shares. In case a shareholder does not pay the calls made on him, the directors can forfeit the shares held by him. remove his name from the register of members and treat the amount already paid by him forfeited to the company, if authorized by its article of association. The directors must give clear 14 days notice to the defaulting shareholders, asking him to pay the amount due from him in respect of the calls not paid by him, together with interest at applicable rate on or before a certain date expressly mentioned in the notice. The notice must also state that if the shareholders fails to pay the amount by the appointed date, the shares will be forfeited. Now, reissue of forfeited shares. The directors can either cancel or reissue the forfeited shares. In most cases, however, they decided to reissue these shares, which may be at par, at premium, or at discount. The forfeited shares are usually reissued as fully paid, and that too at a discount. In this connection, it should be noted that the amount of discount allowed on reissue should not exceed the amount which has already been received in respect of these shares on their original issue, and the same should be debited to the share forfeited account. Issue and redemption of preference shares. Issue of preference shares. When subscriptions is invited for the preference shares, their terms are clearly mentioned in the prospectus issued to the public. As for the accounting for the issue of preference shares, the treatment is similar to that of equity shares. The cash book and journal entries for all applications money, allotment money and the call money are made in the same manner. That means हर केस की दो एंट्री आप यहाँ पर करेंगे. जैसे सपोज यू हैव रिसीव्ड द एप्लीकेशन मनी, देन द फर्स्ट एंट्री विल बी बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट, देन ट्रांसफरिंग और यहाँ लिखेंगे बीइंग द एप्लीकेशन मनी रिसीव्ड नरेशन में. उसके बाद इस मनी को आप शेयर कैपिटल में ट्रांसफर करेंगे और ट्रांसफर करने के लिए जो सेकेंड एंट्री होती है वो आप करेंगे शेयर एप्लीकेशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट और प्रेफरेंस शेयर एप्लीकेशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट बीइंग द मनी ट्रांसफर इनटू द प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल. देन अलॉटमेंट मेड करते हैं और अलॉटमेंट मेड करने की जनरल एंट्री आपकी क्या होगी? शेयर अलॉटमेंट अकाउंट डेबिट टू शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट. व्हेन अलॉटमेंट अमाउंट इज रिसीव्ड देन यू हैव मेक द एंट्री इन योर बुक ऑफ अकाउंट्स लाइक बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू शेयर अलॉटमेंट अकाउंट. इसी तरह से कॉल आप बनाते हैं तो कॉल बनाने के लिए मेड की एंट्री आएगी सबसे पहले और वो क्या होगी? शेयर फर्स्ट कॉल अकाउंट या प्रेफरेंस शेयर फर्स्ट कॉल अकाउंट डेबिट टू शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट या प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट. देन अमाउंट रिसीव्ड की एंट्री आप करेंगे बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू शेयर फर्स्ट कॉल अकाउंट. यदि कोई शेयर फर्स्ट कॉल के अमाउंट को नहीं देता है, दैट मीन्स कॉल एन एरियर हो जाता है, तो उस केस में आप एंट्री करेंगे बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट कॉल एन एरियर अकाउंट डेबिट टू शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट. तो इस तरह से आप जो है हर कॉल की एंट्री जितने मर्जी कॉल कंपनी बनाए उन सब की एंट्री सेम मैनर्स में की जाए. द ओनली डिफरेंस इज दैट यू हैव टू परफिक्स द नेचर ऑफ द प्रेफरेंस शेयर इश्यूड टू द नेम ऑफ द कंसर्न्ड अकाउंट. नाउ रिडेम्पशन ऑफ प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स. No such share shall be redeemed except out of profits of the company which would otherwise be available for dividend or out of proceeds of a fresh issue of shares made for the purpose of the redemption. No such share shall be redeemed unless they are fully paid. The premium, if any, payable on redemption shall be provided out of the profits of the company or out of the company's shares premium account before the shares are redeemed. And now do it yourself. Question number 1. What are redeemable preference shares? And question number 2. What amount is transferred to capital redemption reserve account? And that's it from session number 12. Thank you.